But they pretty much supported the I don't want to say theories, but the concepts that, and without me getting too much into the science behind it. So basically, you have B cells and T cells, which help with your immune system, or we could also call them B lymphocytes and T lymphocytes. And so they found with the T lymphocytes, the T cells, or the white blood cells, rather, or AKA, there were actually on those cells, there's evidence showing that there are receptors on those cells specifically for vitamin D. And so if they were meant to, or they have actually receptors for vitamin D to connect to, then of course it would make sense to make your intake, or include vitamin D into your nutrition, and perhaps supplementation. And they were also saying in the study, along with the other studies that I found, if you want to research them, they're under pubmed.org. It's basically a database. They were mentioning about studies of vitamin D, and those were the earlier studies of how it helps build the immune system, in addition to helping with your bones, your bone health. And so my point is, why I'm bringing this up, in addition to what had happened to me on Fuckbook, blocking out my posts in regards to vitamin D, is how the fuck could someone like jackass Dr. Fauci start preaching vitamins? And I remember a few months ago he was talking about vitamin C, but vitamin C, that, I mean, if you look at all the studies, it's been preached. And for him to come out like that, because I believe, I mean, you know, I heard so much shit from that guy, but when he finally came out and said vitamin C was beneficial, and then they found, like all doctors, researchers had found that, yeah, anyone in the ICU on ventilators, if they were given a certain amount of vitamin C, and also too, they were found that they had a deficiency in vitamin D, but yet we had all these articles, all this research over the years and decades pointing to the concept of vitamin C and D and all the other nutrients, or all the other essential nutrients and vitamins that's so important to your immune system. And so tonight's episode, I'm going to talk about something which I somewhat touched in a previous episode, or rather previous episodes. It's regarding vitamins, and particularly vitamin D, because I had mentioned in a few previous episodes that I was put in fuckbook jail for posting a scientific article, a real scientific article about vitamin D and how it helps your immune system. So I was blocked out of my account for a number of days. I don't even remember, but I remember Fuckbook had put me in their jail a couple times when I was talking about how I don't agree with the label of toxic masculinity, and that I thought it was all bullshit, and then I think people should, or guys actually, should own their masculinity.